Hi mga ka-cordates! It's me, Sir Yong, and welcome to my channel. Shoutout po to my 83 subscribers! Yes, I'm happy po because we're growing too fast and marami-rami na po ang gustong matuto ng science. Hi to my beloved critics every time I upload my video, to Clarissa, Aldren, and Melanie. Hi! Shoutout nga po pala kay Miss Shaila Cardanyo o sa taga Polokwan si Angkay, Butuan City. Kumusta naman mo guys? So mag-shoutout na lang taan, hindi lang tayo magklase, no? So the content of this video is how to familiarize the human body systems. So if you are excited, just keep on watching. Our body is made up of different organ systems. So in order for you to familiarize those organ systems, you must need to memorize this name. Chris R. Mendel. Yes, that is my mnemonics on how to familiarize the organ system. C stands for Circulatory or Cardiovascular System. It is like a network of highways. Yes, highways po, because it transports materials around our body. And there are four main functions. First is to transport oxygen and carbon dioxide. Second is distribution of nutrients and transport of waste. Third is maintenance of body temperature, and last is circulation of the hormones. And there are three main parts of circulatory system. First is the heart, second is the blood vessels, and third is the blood. Heart is the pumping organ of our body. So, siya po nagpa-pump ng blood. There are three types of blood vessels. The arteries, the veins, and the capillaries. Kapag sinabi nating arteries, it is a tubes that carries the blood away from the heart. Kapag veins naman, it is a tubes that return the blood back to the heart. At kapag sinabi naman nating At kapag sinabi naman natin capillaries, it connects the arteries and the veins. Our blood is composed of red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets, and plasma. Kapag sinabi nating red blood cells, it carries the oxygen. White blood cells is to fight foreign invaders, so nag-a-act siya as a soldier sa ating katawan. Platelets is for blood clotting, and plasma is suspends the blood cells and to maintain the acid-base balance of our blood. R stands for Respiratory System. So the function of respiratory system is brings the oxygen in from the environment for the blood cells and removes carbon dioxide waste. Yun po sa mga lower grades. Pero kapag higher grades po, ito po ang dinidiscuss ko sa kanila. So there are five main function of respiratory system. First is gas exchange. Second is regulation of blood pH. Third is voice production. Fourth is olfaction, and last is for protection. Regulation of blood pH, it means that the changing of blood carbon dioxide levels. So in other words, nag-increase po, kapag mag-i-increase po ang carbon dioxide, magdi-decrease po ang pH level ng blood. So kapag nag-decrease po ang pH level ng blood, ibig sabihin magiging acid or acidic po ang ating blood. So kapag acid ang blood natin, it tends to invite the microorganisms or yung foreign invaders para mag-infect sa ating katawan, or in other words, makakasakit po tayo or madali po tayo magkakasakit. There are two groups of respiratory system. The upper respiratory tract at saka lower respiratory tract. Ang upper respiratory tract composed of the nasal cavity, the pharynx at saka yung larynx. Sa lower respiratory tract naman, composed of trachea, bronchi or bronchioles at saka yung lungs. Inside the lungs, nandun po ang alveoli, which is the site site of gas exchange. Letter I refers to Integumentary System or yung balat po natin. So, skin is made up of layer of tissues that guard the underlying muscles and organs. So, there are 5 functions of our integumentary system. So, meron po tayong mnemonics dyan. The PREPSA. P stands for protection, R stands for regulation, E stands for excretion, P stands for production, S stands for storage, and A stands for absorption. So, yun po yung PREPSA. So, there are parts of integumentary system. The skin and the accessory structure. Ang skin dinivide into 3 layers, the epidermis, the dermis, and the hypodermis or the fat layer. And sa accessory structure naman, meron tayong nails at saka meron tayong hairs. Let's proceed now to the letter S, which means skeletal system. So, it gives support and shape in our body. So, in other words, framework po siya sa katawan natin. And there are functions of skeletal system for support, for protection, for movement, for storage. So, ano yung ini-store niya? Yung minerals. And for the blood cell production. So, saan po ginagawa yung blood cells? Doon po sa bone marrow. The composition of skeletal systems are the bones, the cartilage, the tendons, and the ligaments. Kapag sinabi nating ligaments, yan yung attached to bone, at saka kapag sinabi nating tendons, yan yung attached to bone to muscles. So, dapat tandaan, tendon, bone, tapos muscles, tapos ligaments naman, attached to bone. Got it? So guys, baka nagtaka po kayo na hindi ko siya diniscuss thoroughly because this video is overview lang po siya ng human body systems. Kasi kapag diniscuss ko siya thoroughly, ang haba po, hindi po natin kaya or kaya nyo kaya, hindi kaya mabuboard. Diba? Kung sa K-drama pa, by episodes. Gawin natin by episodes para hindi naman kayo maboard. R stands for Reproductive System. And we know it already, kapag reproductive system, meron talagang male reproductive system at saka female reproductive system. So, there are 2 functions of female reproductive system. The first is to produce the egg cell, and the second is to protect and nourish the offspring until birth. While the male reproductive system has only 1 function, and it is to produce and deposit the sperm. The part of male reproductive system are the testes, the epidermis, the sperm duct, seminal vesicle, the Cowper's gland, the prostate gland, the urethra, the penis, and the scrotum. While the female reproductive part naman is the ovary, the fallopian tube or the oviduct, the what else? Uterus, and the vagina. So, meron din po tayong tinatawag na labia minora, labia majora, at saka the clitoris. So, yun po yung external part of the female reproductive system. M stands for Muscular System. So, there are functions of Muscular System. First is to produce skeletal movement. Second is to maintain posture and body position. Third is to support soft tissue. Fourth is to maintain our body temperature. And last is to store nutrients for reserve. So there are 3 types of muscles. First is the skeletal muscles, second is the smooth muscles, and the third is the cardiac muscles. Kapag sinabi nating skeletal muscles, it is a muscles that connects to the bones that enables us to move. Kapag sinabi naman nating smooth muscles, it is organs or forms and organs that squeezes. So like for example, our stomachs. And also, the smooth muscles is involuntary movement. The third is the cardiac muscles that made up our hearts and regulates the beats due to the pacemaker. Also, involuntary movement din po ang cardiac muscles. E stands for Endocrine System. So the function of Endocrine System is to send messages that control or coordinate the body's environment, such as body temperature, metabolism, development, and reproduction. It is also to maintain homeostasis that regulates other organ system, and also for the hormones, which means it is a chemical signals that travels through blood. So there are major structures of endocrine system. First is the hypothalamus, second is the pituitary gland, and the third is many other endocrine glands. N stands for nervous system, and the function of the nervous system is to control all of your body's activities. Now, remember guys that none of your other systems would function without the nervous system. And also, it can receive information from the environment and stored memories. So in other words, it allows us to think. So there are two parts of the nervous system, the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. So kapag sinabi nating central nervous system, it involves our brain and the spinal cord. Kapag sinabi naman natin peripheral nervous system, it talks about the peripheral nerves or yung mga nerves natin sa katawan. D stands for Digestive System, and the functions of the digestive system is for digestion and absorption. So it breaks down the food into small molecules. So there are two major parts of the digestive system. First is the digestive tract or the alimentary canal, and second is the accessory organs. Kapag sinabi nating digestive tract, it is a continuous tubes which have two openings, the mouth and the anus. So it includes the mouth, the pharynx, the esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and anus. Kapag sinabi naman natin accessory organs, it includes the teeth, tongue, the salivary glands, the liver, the gallbladder, and the pancreas. Digestive system involves 7 processes. First is the ingestion, which is the process of eating. Second is the propulsion or the peristalsis. It is the movement of food along the digestive tract. Third is the secretion of the digestive enzymes. Fourth is the mechanical digestion, which means it is a process of physically breakdown of food into smaller pieces. The fifth is the chemical digestion, which is the process of chemically breakdown of food into smaller molecules. Sixth is absorption, which means the movement of molecules from the digestive tract to the adjacent blood and lymphatic vessels. Number 7 is the defecation, which is the process of eliminating undigested materials through anus. E stands for Excretory System, or in other books, that is urinary system. So it is responsible for elimination of waste from the homeostasis. So in other words, it is a bodily process of discharging waste. There are several parts of the body that involve in this process: the sweat glands, the liver, the lungs, and the kidney system. L stands for Lymphatic System. It is an extensive drainage network that helps keep the bodily fluid levels in balance and defends our body against infections. So there are 3 functions of lymphatic system. First is the removal of excess fluids from the body tissue. Second is the absorption of fatty acids. And third is the production of immune cells such as the lymphocytes, monocytes, and the antibody-producing cells called plasma cells. At yun po ang different organ systems in our body: Circulatory System, Respiratory System, Integumentary System, Skeletal System, Reproductive System, Muscular System, Endocrine System, Nervous System, Digestive System, Excretory System, and Lymphatic System. So if I were you, juwain nyo na si Chris Armendel para winner kayo sa life. I hope that you've learned a lot on this video, and if you like this video, don't forget to click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. That's all for today. Goodbye mga cordates, and see you sa ating next vlog.